Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. It's been a lot that's been going on. I know that I told you guys about this whole transitioning and things that I have coming up for myself and also for my business. And a lot of stuff. I've just been in the process of relocating and just so many things going on, but I'll explain, when I really have a chance to explain the way I want to. But if you hear my voice, God, I'm trying not to cough. I have been so sick. It is crazy. It started with my sister. We're all in New York for the holidays as we normally are. And it started with her first, and then me, and then it just trickled down to the rest of the house from there, and it's been pretty crazy. So I'm still hanging on to this cough. I had a fever. It's like, I don't think I've eaten real, meal food in probably 4 days. Pretty much. And I am still stuffed up. I have no sense of taste, no sense of smell. No, it's not COVID. Um, there are a lot of flu type situations going around right now. Ooh, every time I cough, it's like it causes so much pain because you're coughing so much that you feel like your rib cage is busting in two. And literally, that's how it was feeling. And I feel a lot better today than I have for the past couple of days. But it's just been trying to nurse this flu. I'm gonna say flu because this is more than a cold. Of course, my mom is amazing. She's got soup on deck. She's got all these different things, and she made this amazing soup the other night. And some told me don't eat the soup because my stomach just couldn't handle it. And it was so good though. I was like, oh, this soup is so good. She put little pastas in there. It was really good. But I just felt so my system was just not ready for it. The thought of eating a whole meal right now, it literally sounds like it will make me sick. If that is even a thing. But it's so crazy because when you're back in the old neighborhood, you're so used to all the things. And one thing that I used to always love is zipping up the street to the corner up there where McDonald's is, because if anybody knows me, I am not a fan of McDonald's. It's not my thing. I'm not really a fast food person like that to begin with, but McDonald's fries are everything. I'll go on record to say that. If people are stopping at McDonald's, I don't want no burgers from there. I don't want nothing from there. But if y'all go stop at McDonald's, give me a large fry. That's what I always love. And that used to be the go-to thing when we would go hang out, friends of ours. And, back in the day, in our clubbing days, what little clubbing days we had, that was the thing. It was to stop back at McDonald's. And I will tell you, it was always a long line wrapping around. And yeah, so that was kind of like some good memories, because tonight would be one of those nights, being New Year's Eve. So I don't want to make this message too long, but I just want to speak on changes. Don't be afraid of changes. Don't be afraid of change in general. Don't be afraid to do something different than you normally do. I know a lot of people say, well, they feel stuck. Listen, you can feel stuck, you can feel, in the same space or whatever. But the thing is, what have you done in that space that's different? People jump around to different jobs because they don't like the job and they gotta have something different. And they do the same thing in relationships. Let me get something different. And what are you doing different in your relationship? What are you doing different in your job? What changes can you make on your job, or your approach, your attitude towards your job that would make it a little better? What attitudes or thought processes can we change within our relationships? Not just our personal relationships. So many people are stuck on, oh, this is old, I need something new, I gotta do this. They're always trying to chase new, new, new. But they're not willing to make any changes on their end. They're not willing to make any sacrifices on their end. They're not willing to, look at their attitude, look at their demeanor, look at their discernment. Who are the people that you're keeping around you? Because what I do know from personal experience and from what we have seen out here in the, atmosphere, nothing changes unless you do. You know what I'm saying? There's that saying, nothing changes unless something changes. Nothing is going to change unless you change something. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results. And I find that all the time people say, oh, they keep, falling into the same rut. They keep, attracting the same sort of friends, or, they keep attracting the same sort of drama. Whatever it is. It could be friendship relationships. It can be personal relationships, spouses. But what are you doing different with your current spouse, your current situation? Do something different, something that you've never done before. We're so quick to throw away what we feel is old, should be discarded. Oh, that's old, that's discarded. But you haven't even tried to make change within yourself. So what ends up happening is you jump from job to job and you keep running into the same thing. Why? Because you are the same. So even though the job is different, your boss is different, your coworkers are different, you stay the same, and you refuse to learn, and you refused to grow. What can you learn if you do not grow? What can you learn if you don't decide that, okay, I need to expand my mind? What can you learn if you don't travel? See someplace different than where you're so used to. Stop being stuck in, oh, I just get up, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep, get up, go to work. Like, you like that? You think that that is going to foster change? You think that that is going to make your life more fulfilled? What that does is it keeps you safe, right? It keeps you in a safe space. But what happens is when we constantly stay in a safe space, and I'm not telling people to be reckless, let's be for real, okay? I'm not telling people to be reckless. But what I'm saying is when you constantly stay in that safe space in life and you never do anything different, you never make any changes, you can't learn. You can't expand. You can't expect to be successful. You will just always just be along the radar and toe the line. But there'll never be anything extraordinary because you haven't put yourself in a place, you're putting yourself in a place of lack instead of a place of excel. You can fail so many times. I would rather fail over and over again than to do absolutely nothing and never change. Because at least if you fail, you learn. And that is something I think a lot of people are afraid to confront. A lot of people are afraid to, a lot of people are afraid to succeed. And that's scary too. Being afraid to succeed because then people are going to have to, they're going to have to rely on you. When you start winning, people are going to expect you to win all the time, or at least sometimes that's our mindset that will get pigeonholed. And some people don't want accountability. That's a major word in 2022, accountability. So let me just stay in this safe little bubble. Nobody has to depend on me. Nobody has to, rely on me for anything. I can dip out of the event whenever I want. I don't have to, there's no accountability there. If you want change and you say, wow, I want to do something different. I want to expand my business. I want to expand my communications. I want to expand my networking. I want to expand my relationship. This is even for relationships. You have to do something different. You got to push yourself off of that safe spot that you always stay and take chances. So many people let go of great situations, whether it's jobs, relationships, whatever it is, or dreams that they have, because they were not willing to make any changes. So they stayed in the rut. So that's the name of the game, is change. What are you going to change for 2023? And let me just tell you this. It shouldn't take a brand new year for change to take place. Change can take place in June. Change can take place in March. Change can take place in February. Change can take place September, whenever. But the top and start of a new year is often a big milestone that kind of aligns people to get on track. It's the top of the year. You can align your seasons and all that sort of stuff. So that's why a lot of people do the New Year's resolutions. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I just know things that I want to accomplish. And in order for me to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, I had to make some major changes. And like I said, you guys will see. You will definitely see those major changes. But I just wanted to check in here. It's the last day of 2022. And even though I am under the weather severely, I do feel better than I did yesterday. And I hope that any of you guys who have been going through the flu, or even if COVID or any of the things that are going around. I know the East Coast is being pummeled right now with the flu and COVID. It is like, and some other type of respiratory situation. It's like a triple whammy going on here. It's pretty bad actually. So I know that New York has mandated masks again, especially for that. So anybody who's going through anything like that, I wish you healthy recovery into 2023 for all of the folks that were affected by the storms. Western New York has been through it. You guys are definitely in my prayers, and, definitely have donated to a couple of organizations, to try to get these folks back up and running, because it's going to be a long time for them. And they're talking about another couple of storms coming through as well. So last thing you need is another storm on top of a devastating one that they just had a couple days ago. So, but if you guys did business with me this year, thank you so much. If you so much as listened to this podcast and you streamed it, thank you so much. It has been an interesting ride. It's been an interesting ride. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with a quick, I don't even know if you want to call it a word, but definitely change is necessary for us to grow, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Change is good. So be blessed, you guys. Into the new year. I've got like 10 minutes before 2023 is upon us. I'm going to see if I can find my mom. She's probably downstairs watching TV or something. And I wish you guys well in 2023, and I will be back with another episode, but it will be the new year. If you want to follow me on social media, please do. Instagram is my most active, at Onyx Queen Media. Be blessed, you guys. And I'll talk to you in 2023. Bye.
Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With 1 click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.